Yo, welcome everyone. The breakout on Bitcoin completely failed and we are now getting a rejection back down. Those are unfortunately some bad news and let me show you why. First, you're going to see that yes, we came very close towards a major trendline area of resistance and Bitcoin is right now getting a rejection back down of approximately 4%. And this specific area was really not a random price target. Remember from our yesterday's video, we said this level at approximately 90,500 US dollars, it is going to be a very important liquidity level that, of course, ideally, we are looking to be broken straight towards the upside. Unfortunately, Bitcoin took the liquidity above the high, almost perfectly hit our trendline area of resistance, and what we said yesterday, at this specific level, no way we are going to look for brand new long trades. The only trades I'm personally interested to take, it is going to be a brand new short trade. And yes, right now I am holding a brand new short trade on Bitcoin from approximately 90,163 US dollar area. And even later in the video, I'm going to share with you exactly what is my first take profit and also where we can look to fire another long or a buy trade on Bitcoin, maybe even in the next few days. Now, you're actually going to see on the push towards the upside above our liquidity level, yesterday we were also saying pay attention to the liquidation heat map because we do have a lot of liquidations exactly above the highs. However, when we right now go with the past 24-hour liquidations, only 63 million of short trades have gotten liquidated in the past 24 hours. So it really does look like not a lot of people are right now wrecked with the entire push towards the upside after taking the liquidity above our recent high. So this right here could potentially mean Bitcoin might get another bounce towards the upside, maybe even in the next few days. Also, ideally, I was looking for slightly higher targets on Bitcoin for us to maybe even hit the golden Fibonacci ratio. I also posted about a bullish indication in my free VIP Discord group literally yesterday, where I said getting some bullish absorption at the moment because the CVD indicator was getting a brand new lower low right here, while Bitcoin was still forming another higher low. This right here, technically speaking, it is a bullish divergence, bullish absorption, bullish Bitcoin indication. That is why I was looking for the golden Fibonacci ratio. However, I also knew Bitcoin is already trading at a major trendline area of resistance. We are taking the liquidity above the recent high right here. So of course, I needed to take a brand new short or a sell trade right here. Of course, I do right now still remain in my long trade on Bitcoin, in the long trade on XRP, and also in the long trade on Solana. However, if we are right now going to go even lower, of course, I'm going to get stopped out on all of my long trades right here. But of course, I do right now still remain in my short trades. And yes, I'm going to share with you exactly what is the first very important price target. But now, when we zoom in here, measuring the entire bottom price action with volume, you're going to see Bitcoin is getting, again, the acceptance below the value area high, below 89,000 US dollar area. So technically speaking, this right here right now means potentially we are looking for a rotation from the value area high straight towards the value area low. And this right here, you're going to see it happens all the time. We go from the value area low towards the value area high. From the value area high towards the value area low. We go again, once we get acceptance back above the value area low, back towards the value area high. And this right here really does look like it is a very good strategy for us to follow, at least right now on the 1 hour time frame. We got the acceptance below the value area high once again. Potentially, we are looking for the value area low right here. But yes, later I need to share with you another very important level I definitely would not ignore. Before we do talk about that, I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button because 1,000 likes are really possible. And of course, also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now, let's talk about the first very important support level you should really not ignore because if it's going to get hit, yes, I'm going to pay myself. I'm going to take some profits of my short trade right here. So what is going to be this very important price target? You're right now going to see when we are going on the 4-hour time frame, measuring the entire bottom price action with volume, you're right now going to see that Bitcoin is right now already trading at the point of control or the biggest volume cluster of the entire bottom price action right here. And yes, this level is really not a random level. Going right now with Fibonacci retracement, we are going to go from the exact low back towards the exact high. Golden Fibonacci ratio coming in approximately at our point of control. And now also additionally, remember our yesterday's video. We talked about the importance of the liquidity levels slightly below our two very important previous lows. And you can right now see the first low is going to be exactly at our golden pocket at $86,700. And then the second liquidity level, literally also exactly at the golden pocket, $86,600 right here. So it does look like if Bitcoin right now does go lower, we are definitely going to hit our very important first major area of support I definitely would not ignore. This is exactly where I'm going to be taking some profits off the table. And of course, if you are not already holding a brand new long trade on Bitcoin, XRP, maybe also on Ethereum and Solana, you might be looking for another long position exactly at this specific area with a very simple, very clear invalidation level below our recent low, targeting another higher high. Now, this specific trade that I'm sharing with you right now, it is going to be more of a risky trade because overall speaking, Bitcoin is still moving in an average downtrend. But I would still say like that, unless this specific support level right here is going to be broken, and of course also unless this specific value area low right here is going to be broken back down, potentially we might still be looking for another push towards the upside on the Bitcoin price itself. However, please pay attention to what I'm going to say to you right now. If the support level at $86,700 right here does get a breakdown, next level for Bitcoin is the value area low. But unfortunately, the value area low right here is not really a significant support level. But I would still say, unless we lose our value area low right here, I am slightly more bullish, looking for another push towards the upside. The moment we start breaking our value area low at $85,700, I flip even more bearish on Bitcoin, looking for another major push towards the downside. Why so? Because the value area low right here is not a random level as well. Going right now with our high-term time frame levels, daily support level approximately at our value area low, and losing such an important area, it is definitely going to be a major sign of weakness. And let me right now share with you actually what is going to be our bearish scenario I'm paying attention to Bitcoin in a case we start losing all of our support levels right here and Bitcoin does get another major push towards downside. Very, very simply, remember a few days ago, we already talked about our bearish elite wave count. Going right now with our elite impulsive wave, what we can right now say? We got right here an impulse, we got a correction. Another impulse right here, another correction. And right now, potentially, if Bitcoin starts breaking towards downside, we are then definitely talking about our last fifth elite wave below our recent low, at least below $80,000. But again, what we said before, I'm not right now primarily looking for another major push down. I'm saying to you, only if Bitcoin does get a bigger sign of weakness, if we start losing our value area low, it is going to be some kind of a confirmation when we can then say, okay, lower targets are definitely more probable in the next couple of days. But of course, what we can also do right here, zooming in, let's just say on the 1 hour time frame right here, talking about more of a local price action, because yes, in our fifth elite wave, we can also talk about another 5-wave price structure. So we can write the same. We got right here an impulse, Bitcoin finished a correction, and of course, if we start breaking all of our major support levels towards the downside, Bitcoin is then going to start forming the third one, and then of course also the fourth one, and then the fifth one to finish the bigger fifth elite wave, probably approximately at the 75, maybe even at the $70,000 area. But again, for us to go that low, we also definitely need to get some kind of a bigger sign of weakness for Bitcoin to lose our major support level back towards downside. Until then, I would still say you might be looking for another long or buying position exactly at our major support level at approximately, let's just say, $86,500. And of course, if you want to trade with us, you can right now actually get a very nice free $30,000 bonus, and only after you're going to register, you're already going to get 20 USDT using the first link down below in the description. Bybit Exchange is right now giving to you only after you register completely for free 20 USDT. then make sure you deposit. You're going to get another 20 USDT. And also, when you're going to open up your first trade, you're going to get even bigger bonuses with the first link down below in the description after you register and after initial deposit. Right now, let me also share with you our Bitcoin's liquidation heat map on the 1 week and also on the 2 week time frame. What we are right here seeing right now, it really does look like we do have bigger liquidations, not below our recent lows right here, but actually exactly above the highs. If we are going to take out the high we put in yesterday, we are going to liquidate approximately 133 million of short positions from the entire crypto market. But what if we are right now zooming out a little bit on the 2 week time frame to see exactly if our bigger liquidations are right now actually below the recent lows or maybe even above the recent highs? And yes, what you're going to see right here, bigger liquidations of Bitcoin are not anymore below the recent lows, but actually exactly above the recent highs. And this level right here is going to be a magnet for Bitcoin. And yes, if we take out the high, over 307 million of short trades are going to get completely wrecked, completely liquidated. So this right here is definitely a bullish Bitcoin indication. Why I'm right now still saying to you, potentially you might still be looking for another long trade on Bitcoin at our very important support level, but of course with proper risk management, with proper stop loss, with proper position size. And what is then going to be our next very important price target you should really pay attention to if Bitcoin does get another push up? Very simply, we are going to pay attention towards our golden Fibonacci ratio when we right to go from our swing high towards our swing low. Our golden Fibonacci ratio, at least with the push up we got yesterday, still has not been hit. So I would still say golden pocket, another very important price target you should really pay attention to. Additionally, what we said, we have our liquidations exactly above our recent high right here, exactly at our golden pocket. And of course also we do have another very important liquidity level approximately at this specific area. So definitely, if you're right now still holding a long trade on Bitcoin, XRP, Solana, Ethereum, whatever altcoin, I would definitely say looking for another push up and taking some profits when Bitcoin potentially hits this specific area is definitely going to be a very smart idea. But of course also remember, because we are going to be trading at the area of resistance right here, we are not looking for another long trade. Potentially I'm going to look to fire another short position of Bitcoin if we are going to be trading at this specific resistance level right here with the stop loss, with the invalidation slightly above the level. I'm almost 100% sure a lot of people are going to be trading the breakout above our major trendline area of resistance when we are connecting the all-time high with the lower high right here. But I would definitely say if Bitcoin is trading at the area of resistance, no way I'm going to be firing another long trade above the level, knowing that a golden Fibonacci ratio, the most important Fibonacci ratio of them all, is going to be literally slightly above our trend line. So at this specific level, of course, if hit, I'm definitely only interested to fire another short trade. No, I'm not going to fully close my long trades right here. I'm still going to keep them open, but I'm just saying another trade that could potentially get fired at the area of resistance, no way it's going to be a long trade, only a potential short trade. Now also, pay attention right now to the relative strength index or RSI, MACD, and also money flow indicator on the 2-hour time frame right here, because it really does look like all of those indicators are right now forming another lower low. Lower low on the RSI, lower low on MACD, lower low on the money flow indicator. But Bitcoin clearly, at least right now, it is still forming another higher low right here. So all of those indicators are right now having a setup for a hidden bullish divergence. And this right here is definitely going to be a bullish indication for the Bitcoin price itself. Of course, as we said before, ideally, we are looking for Bitcoin to actually take some liquidity below our recent lows before getting a push towards the upside right here. But nevertheless, what we are right now getting on the RSI money flow and also on the MACD indicator right here are definitely bullish indications for the Bitcoin price itself. Also right now, pay attention to what is right now happening with Ethereum. Yes, Ethereum also hit some kind of an area of resistance, our weekly level, and right now we are also getting some kind of a push towards the upside, a very small rejection. And I would say the exact same thing as I also said for Bitcoin. If you are right now looking for another long trade on BTC right here, you might also be looking for another long trade on Ethereum after potentially we are going to take some liquidity below our recent lows right here. So an important level for Ethereum is going to be the area of approximately $2,900 right here. But of course, first of all, pay attention to Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin trading at the support level? Are we getting a reaction towards the upside? If so, you might be looking for a long trade on Ethereum right here, and of course also potentially on XRP, because XRP also took the liquidity below our recent low only a few days ago. That was also one of the reasons why personally I did fire another long trade on XRP. Ideally, I'm looking for higher on XRP, on Ethereum, and also on Bitcoin. But of course, also make sure you do have proper risk management in a case our major support level right here is going to be broken back towards downside. That is why if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonus using the first link down below, because only after you register, you're going to get 20 USDT. Then make sure you deposit because you're going to get another 20 USDT. And also, when you're going to open up your first trade, you're going to get even bigger bonuses. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button right here.